Hey, I just watched M3GAN and everybody seems to like this movie.
It's nice to have a friend.
I mean, the movie theater was alive. People were laughing, screaming, more laughing than screaming. So the movie's about an inventor who has to take in her niece because of a tragic accident.
Katie, you lost your parents.
Welcome home.
You're my niece. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this place feel like home.
Just wish I could see them again.
And she has to take care of her, but she's somewhat of a nerd and a career person, so she doesn't really know how to take care of her.
I'm not equipped to handle this. I don't even take care of my own plants.
But as it turns out, she's in the middle of developing an AI doll, so this doll can actually take care of her niece.
This is M3GAN.
Hi, M3GAN. I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out? Okay.
And at the same time, she can use that situation for a presentation for her boss, so she can sell him this idea of this doll as a great product. In the beginning, everything seems to be going very smoothly, and the niece is taking on the doll very well.
Wanna hang out, yeah, sounds like fun.
Great job.
It's nice to have a friend.
It's honestly like she's part of the family now.
But since the doll committed to protecting the niece at all cost,
M3GAN, your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional.
suddenly things turn very awkward. And, well, since it's a horror comedy, things turn bloody as well. So it's a fun story, it's tongue-in-cheek a little bit, you know, don't take it too seriously, but at the same time, get yourself involved in the story because it's totally worth it. Okay, before I tell you the main 3 reasons why I really like this story, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So, the number 1 reason why I like the story is, well, the story itself. It's well told. It's a what-if story. So, what if we had an AI doll that was as developed as that doll is in the movie? What are the situations that could arise? And oh my god, there are a lot of situations that arise because this doll has number 1 priority, and it's protecting the young girl.
M3GAN, turn off.
I thought we were having a conversation.
And boy, anybody who comes in the way of the happiness of her new friend will have to suffer. The second reason why I like this movie, because it's very relevant and we can all relate to it. Relevant in a way that this doll, well, she's taken over the education of that girl, but that's already happening. Our smartphones are already teaching our kids. So there's nothing that's special about this. So this is already happening, and before the smartphone there was TV. So shouldn't we just educate our own children? Shouldn't we teach them how to relate to other people, not rely on television, artificial intelligence, our smartphones? This is a thing we can really relate to, we can laugh about, but at the same time maybe also think about it a little bit. So we get to laugh, we get to think, you know, and we have that horror element, which is fun, okay? So that brings me to number 3. Number 3 is that revenge element, and it's so much fun. The reason why it's so much fun, the movie is really good at like setting up a bad person. Like within a few scenes, we know that this little kid is evil, and like a few minutes later, it's run over by a car. That's already in the trailer. I'm not really spoiling it, right?
Make her say something.
Stop! Don't! M3GAN! You should probably run.
And then there's another person who's obviously not the nicest person, and well, she has to pay. As well as other people in this movie, they have to pay for being idiots, right? So this is, it's just wonderful because, you know, you just want these people to get hurt. And yeah, you don't want to admit it, yeah? But that's why we go to the movies. We have an AI doll who takes care of things.
Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you.
Ah, wonderful. So much fun. So I have to say, this is a good movie. It's big fun. There's so much more things to this movie. Just go and see it. It's really wonderful. So before we get to the last bonus part, please hit the like button and hit subscribe. So the last part is, as always, the big question: what if this movie was a dream of humanity? You know, guys, I believe that all movies are dreams of humanity. So in this case, I would just go right through this doll character, which probably represents the archetype of the protector. The protector without any moral bounds. So this protector archetype would just go for anybody who, you know, gets in the way of the main character.
I won't let anything harm you.
Meaning, this is the part of us who just wants to protect us at all cost. So we have this really strong sense of protectiveness manifested in this character. So yeah, this is some archetype you always need to be reminded of, and it's very satisfying us to be reminded of this archetype. So this is the function of this kind of dream. So to say, hey, yeah, I think it's totally cool to protect myself against evil, right? I think that's my interpretation right now. You know, I'm always just doing it off the cuff, but I love doing it, and I want to know what you think about it. I know it's pretty crazy. Anyway, talk to you next time.